Welcome back, guys. This is Al Medina here, and today I'm super excited for what I have in store for you today, and that is that we're going to go on this very quick session, and I'm going to show you a couple of things. First, I want to show you is email sequence, and then from there, I'm going to take you into visual automation. And the reason we're going to go in that order is in visual automation, there's a way to set up the visual automation. There's a way to set up, but you need to have some type of sequence. And then I want to show you how that all plays. Because we already set up the forms, we already set up some tags, and there's just a couple of pieces to this puzzle here that we really need to get down to and really have your system on automation, right? Autopilot, right? So we want to get that machine or that engine running. But we have to set up a couple of things in order to do so. So let me share my screen and let's go back into ConvertKit and let's get started on how to set up an email sequence. Okay, so let's go back in here and let's go to sequence. Now remember, earlier I had mentioned in the previous session videos that you can set up your email sequence 10, 20, 30, 40, 60. A lot of emails can be set up in the sequence here. And I'll show you how to do that just in a minute. But I just want you guys to understand and to know that this is different from broadcasting. So this is something that it will be like on autopilot once you set it up, like I will show you on this video. So here is a tutorial once again that you'll have at your disposal anytime you need it. It'll be at your disposal. You can click on it, learn from it a little more. And this is coming all from ConvertKit, which they are the developers and they own the system. So I'm just giving you guys a breakdown on how I use it and how you can use the tool as well. So here, go to new sequence. Let's set up a new sequence. And you can set up multiple sequences, just like forms. You can set up multiple forms. You can set up multiple tags. It's really all up to you. So sequence name, let's say I want to call this here. Let's say, okay, email setup. So I want to say email setup one, okay? That's just for demo purposes. Like I said, you can call it whatever you like or whatever you choose. So once you do that, it automatically gives you like a draft, a layout of what you want or what you should have. Sequence as automated series of emails. See how I said it's automated? Because once you have this and you have it built the right way, when they go through your funnel, man, these emails are going out for you every day or every other day, every 2, 3 days. You set it up every 5 days. You can set this up. Thanks, Pastor. You can set this up as you want to go out according to how you schedule it. So if you wanted to add a few emails, so before I go there, let me explain this. So this is your first email, how to build an email sequence. Now you can change this. You can change the name here, how you want it to be. And I'll show you that in a few minutes. If you needed to change the email setup one, remember, always hit the pencil and you can edit there. Just remember, come here and hit save all. When do you want this email to be sent? Right now you're in draft mode because you're drafting it. But when you do finish your email, what you want to do is come here and publish it. Don't leave it at draft for now. How you want to send the email after somebody gives you their information and they go to the sales page from there on, this email automatically will be pushed out to them. So how do you want to send it out? Is this something that you want to, first you want to send it out every day of the week, no matter what day of the week it is. The one day after, if you wanted to send it immediately, then it'll be sent out in 0 days. So as soon as that person subscribes, this email can be pushed out immediately. And that's what you really want. You want the first email to go out. As soon as they punch in their name and email, you want this email to go out immediately to their email. And your information will be here. how to build a sequence. So we want to delete that. And that's the title of this one. So we want to say, this is just for demo purpose, introducing myself. Well, introducing myself. So that would be, you can name it whatever you want. I'm just doing this for demo purposes. And then I would delete all this. And you customize the email how you want. Hi. Hi. So Al Medina here. I'll just put Al here. How about that? Hi, Al here. Okay. All right, so I'll say, hey, hi, my name is Al Medina. Space it. Okay, hi, my name is Al Medina. And you can type whatever you want. I'm just going to type this short. My name is Al Medina. And you know what? Yeah, I guess we can. Hi, my name is Al Medina. I'm a promotional partner with 4%. Now, remember, I'm using this because as demo purposes, but whatever niche you're in, you can customize it to where it is. I'm just using the 4% because this is because it's for demo purposes. But whatever niche you're in, if you're in the 4%, then great. This might reflect on you a little bit. You can use some of this content. I'm a promotional partner with the 4%. Success challenge. So I'm a promotional partner with the 4% success challenge. This educational program. This educational program changed my life. Just like you. Let's try this. Let's go right. Did I spell it right? Just bear with me. I want to make sure I'm spelling something. I think I spelled it. No problem. Let's try this. Let's try this. Also, Okay, so Vic Strice is the CEO and founder. CEO and founder of 4% Challenge, also my mentor. This program. You are tired of jumping opportunities. This system is designed to achieve success at all levels. And okay, so let me see so far we got. So hi, my name is Al Medina. I'm a promotional partner with the 4% Success Challenge. This educational program has changed my life and thousands just like it. Vic Strice is the CEO and founder of the 4% Success Challenge and also my mentor. Okay, so here, knock that down here. I want to keep it compliant with not too many lines. Okay, this program is by far the best program out there, hands down. If you are tired from jumping around, if you're tired from jumping from, if you're tired from, if you're tired, if you are tired from jumping around, you're tired from jumping around opportunity to opportunity, look no further. This system is designed to achieve success at all levels. Success challenge. Okay, so then I'm going to hyperlink this, right? And I'm going to show you how to do that. So right up here, this little icon says click link. If you wanted to insert the link there, let me see if I still have that code. No, that's not the code I'm looking for. So let me go get that code here, right here. That's not what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking for. So this is my sales page. Copy that. Land it right in here. Open link in the tab. You want to check that. Okay. Excuse me, because you want to take them out of this page into the sales page. So you want to open a new tab. And then yes, insert. So now it's blue, it's hyperlink. Okay, I click there. See on the top. And then I put my email. There. And then that's just for an example. I mean, you can write it longer, you can shorter, I mean, however you want. I'm just giving you this for demo purposes. So once this is set as how I want it, right? I would hit here, publish. Go where the draft is, click on that, hit publish. So now, what is your company name? And I'm going to say 4%. What is your name? So his name is Al. Anti-spam laws. Okay, so see, it's gonna ask me for my address because I didn't provide one before. So let me push this one. Using my business address that I use. Okay, streets. Now, if you don't have an address, a business address, ConvertKit will provide one for you. So you can use ours if you choose to, or if you have your own business address, then of course you would put it right in. So let me see. What topic or niche best describes your blog or business? So please select one. We're affiliate marketing. Obviously, if you go back here, there's a variety of different businesses you can choose from: social media, sponsor, freelancer, email marketing, digital products. In this case, I'm using affiliate marketing. So remember that that information there that I just punched in is what's going to come like right down here. If you look where I'm using my mouse, right down here. So let's preview. Let's see if you have a preview here. It has a browser, so it's going to show you what it looks like on an email. So you see how I have this information that I just typed in right here, that open pop-up that just came up. So this is how it's going to look like when somebody gets it. Set up. If people want to unsubscribe or update your profile, they can unsubscribe if they don't want to. Hoping that doesn't happen. You want everybody to get your emails. So this is one email sequence here. So it's already set up. One that's going to go out immediately. Now, if you want to add more, I would, you add a few more, just so they can. It should be. Okay, so let me publish this now. Save it. So that stays saved. Now we're published. The first email out. So here's the second one. For demo purpose, I'm just gonna hit publish. But before I do that, I just want to put a name here for the email subject. Just really want to do it. And I'm just gonna do that for forgiveness, okay? As a demo purpose here. So I'm just gonna put next move. Real shock. Okay, that's just for demo purpose. So when do I want this next email to come? So erase this here. Okay, there's no content, so hi there. Hi there. This story will shock you. I'm just gonna leave that. As you can see, you can put whatever you want. I'm just gonna leave that like that. And when do you want this sent out? So if this is going immediately, this one you want it the very next day. Now you can set this out to whatever day you want. 2 days later, 3 days later, 20 days later. I mean, you can set this to however you want. Now, obviously, you want to be able to get the attention of your subscriber when they come on the list. So the first immediate email that's getting to them is the introducing myself. So you want to be able to introduce yourself, a little bit about yourself. What do you do? So that will be in the introduction email. Now, like remember I said, okay, hold on. Set this up here. So that's going to be 1 day later. And let me just publish this so it can be all set. So we'll go back here. So in the introduction email, it's set up like this. Let me just show you something. How on my ConvertKit here, if I go to my sequence, I just want to show you how this is on my ConvertKit. So I'm going to show you how it looks. So I have a whole bunch here. As I'm testing a whole bunch here. Let me go to sequence one. I have one that's 30-day sequence, and this is what it will look like from my end on my introduction. So it's hello, my name is Al. A few moments ago, you requested information how to go from 0 to 10K to 100K or even 1 million in sales selling other people's products, starting from scratch. Here's a step-by-step. So here's a hyperlink. It's called the Success Challenge for Affiliate Marketing. And it's literally the world's first true step-by-step guide that shows you how to do it from A to Z. It's taken the industry by storm. Over 200,000 people have taken this challenge already, and success stories are absolutely mind-blowing. Here's another hyperlink. Click here, check it out here. So that's another hyperlink. And if you like, take the challenge for yourself. Also, I just wanted to let you know that I'm personally going through the Success Challenge myself. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to just hit reply. Talk soon, out. Now, this is mine. But as you can see, I have this sent out also immediately. Okay. Now, this is my headline, so subject line is important. Info you just requested. So that's my subject line. And you can customize that to anything you would like to. But I have it set out for immediately. Now, here's another one that I have that's going out a day later. Pure value. Okay. Pure value. All right. Then I have another one here, also value. Okay, Forbes value. This is the email here that I'm sending out, which is another day later. Then I have another email out going another day later. Okay, just a little curious about if you even read my emails, I suggest you click here. So this is showing 4%. Another 4% here, email here. Then I have another here, another email here going out. When is this? Another day later. And this is going to my blog actually. No stress zone head. It goes to my blog. If you have eStage or you have another blog site, you want them to, you want to drive that traffic that way once they're in your email subscribers. You want to, not just pound them, sales page, sales page, sales page, sales page. You don't want to overwhelm your audience by giving them the same sales page over and over and over. They're going to get overwhelmed. They're going to start to die out, not open your email. So your open rate or email open rate will drop. You want to keep them at a steady flow where they are actually interested in opening your emails, right? Because this is how you communicate with them. And if you don't communicate with them through email and having a certain, if you don't pique their interest, by providing them some type of content, some type of value, you're going to lose your fans. So you don't want to lose your fans. You always want to keep your fans up to date with what's going on, showing them some value that can encourage them, enlighten them, motivate them, if you will. So I have a whole list here. You see this one's out for 2 days. So I got a couple day, 2 days, day, 2 days, 1 day, then 2 days, and back and forth 1 day, then 2 days. So I have a whole list right here. It's 33 days of emails being pushed out. So it's over 30 emails here, right? And so that's what my sequence looks like, okay? Now, let me go back to what we're working on. So if you have all these set up correctly, I'm just gonna go to the next one. You just wanna hit publish just to get it out of the way. But as you can see, the order that goes down would be right here. And the list can be endless. You just have to plug in all the information and all the emails that you want to automate and have that sequence set. Now, once you have this sequence set, remember, save everything, okay? And this is your email sequence. So let's go back here and let's check it out. And you should have the box. And this is saying, a 3-day sequence with 4 emails. You see? 3-day sequence before. So let's go back in there again. And let's go take a quick look at this one. That's 1 day, 1 day. So these are the 3-day emails because this one is going out immediately. Okay, I just want you guys to understand that. All right, now we have this set up. And if you need to set up another email sequence, all you gotta do is hit new. Write the name of the email sequence you want. I'll do this for them. So I'm gonna say sequence, let's say 2. Okay, so that's email sequence 2. So now you have this set up, and I'm just going to hit here, publish. Excuse me, cold cut right for the holidays. All right, so here we got this one here. So now that's saved up. I'm just going to go right back out, but you understand how the concept works. If you want to add more emails, then just hit that. So hit publish, just to do this. Okay, hit save, and now I have those two there. And you see it says all email templates saved. So I'm just gonna go back out just to show you guys how this system works. So now we have, all right, so our email setup 1 is here, email sequence 2, there you go. You can name them anything you want. You can change names as time goes by. So I hope I was able to help you there understand how to really set up your email sequence and what it could look like if you set it up correctly, and you can send a whole big list of different ones, and you can automate all of this right here to have different ones and plug and play. So now, what I want to show you guys is what I'm super excited about, because this is totally awesome. I don't see any other autoresponder actually doing this. I don't get response, let me do it. So let's go to automation. And I want to create a new automation. Now here's a couple of tutorials here that will help you guide through the different type of automations you can go and do. I'll just cover a couple of things real briefly, I should say, that are cool and I like. So let's go to new automations. So here's your new automation. Let's just really here, toggle this switch to turn your automation on. So right now, it's paused, as you can see. So, okay, thank you. So right in the middle here, it says create automation. Now this is the name of your automation. So it says visual automation 1. I'm gonna keep it like that for this demo purpose, but if you want it to change, all you gotta do is go there and hit back, and I'm just gonna keep that as 1. And create automation is kind of like very light here in the middle, but if you highlight your mouse over it and press, you'll have your automation. So the first thing is the form, right? So you want to create, you already have created a form, but you want to put the form here in automation to put it into play. So let's do that. So we got a form here. Choose a form. So what form did we choose so far? Let's go with the new 4% form. Right, let's add that. So now it's right here. Okay. Now, what do you want people to do once they come into this visual automation? Once they come into this form, what's the next step? We didn't set anything up. We just set, excuse me, we set the tags, we set forms, we set sequences, and now is the right time to set automations. So when they come in here, all right, we want to do a few things, or we could do a few things actually, I should say. You could delay the process, because once they, they hit the, excuse me, they hit the form, that link would send them to the sales page right away. So, excuse me, their email is, this is the process where now they're going to start getting emails from us. So what do we want to do? I have it set up a little different. So my action step right here, it was a delay. You can do whatever you want. You can add a tag right here. So once they come in, they're being tagged. So let's do that. They subscribe right here for you, and let's name them. Let's tag them, by the way. So let's set a tag. So we can add a tag right from here. We can remove a tag if we wanted to. So let's select the tag that we already created. Let's see here. So we created, since they're brand new, they're not members already, they're just coming in through the system, through the funnel. Let's create the 4% prospect. Let's add that. So when they come in through here, they're being tagged. All right, right off the bat, we're labeling ready. Now, once they're being labeled, what's the next step? Well, we want to be able to give them an email sequence. We want to be able to reach out to them, all right, and communicate with your prospects, with your subscribers. And so since we selected that action, so search or create a sequence. So we run a search, and we already created one. So the email setup 1, I'm going to action that. Now, since we don't have like a lot of emails as we're doing this as a demo. So if you don't have a lot of emails, what you want to do is, after the email sequence is done, the end of the automation is done. But that doesn't, you don't lose nobody. It's just the automation finished. Now you can, if you're starting off with 5 or 10 emails, you know, you can have this automation not finished. So you can have them like in suspense. They're still in the process. You know, you can have them put like in a holding tank if you set it up the right way. So if you come here and you put a delay, and now delay the next step for how many days? 1 day. You can literally set this for hours, weeks, minutes, whatever you want. And in days, you know, you could put 100 days. So until you add more email sequence. So I'm going to do this for demo purpose once again. You don't have to do this. You know, you can simply, I'll show you a few things, but you can do this. Let me just add this here. So as you're building your email sequence, okay, and you want to add more things, you kind of have, you know, you'll hold them here for 100 days. Or, you know, you can put 50 days. If you ever needed to edit, you just got to come here where it says edit step, and then you come here and you could put 50 days or 150 days. You know, you can put whatever number. Just remember, update it. So now it's 50 days. So see, it says 50 days. That's one thing you can do. So if you needed to delete this step, all you got to do is hit edit, delete action, and confirm it, and it's done. Okay, now another thing you can do is whenever you want to add, all you got to do is hit this plus sign. If you wanted to interrupt any visual automation here, all you got to do is hit that plus sign, and you can add anything you want and interrupt any one of these things here. Okay, so coming to this email sequence here, you can go back here. There's a few things you can do. Let's say nobody buys or nobody goes into your niche, nobody purchases, you know, anything from the 4% or whatever product you're selling. You want to divide it so you know, or if somebody bought, you want to divide and see who bought and who didn't buy. So let's say I'm going to go to conditions, okay, and we're going to tag. Okay, so we want to add a tag. We want to add a prospect, okay, and that's a prospect tag, right? Or we can name it something totally different. We can name, you know, you can do so many cool things, and you can change it. You can create a new tag here, or you can still save the same tag here. You know, it's totally up to you. Now, yes, if somebody bought, then you would come here. Now you want to be able to tag them, you know, add them here as, let's say now they're members. So now they bought, right? So the 4% prospect, you know, they came here. Now they bought the product. So now they're 4% members. Now, for people who didn't buy, then you still want to keep them as a tag, right? And you want to put them here still as prospects. There's the action. So now this automation would end here if you wish it to, or you can keep adding on here, maybe another email sequence for people who already purchased. You might have a system set up with automations, you know, hey, you know, this meeting is here. Now they're part of the members, and you know, you can do a couple of, you know, drive them to wherever you wish to, because now they're part of the group, the member, they're part of the team. And if they didn't buy, and they're still here on the prospect, so you can still continue here. And let's say you have another email sequence you still want to target them, you know, maybe the same ones that you target them with before, or new email sequence that you want to target them, trying to get their attention to purchase the product or show them more value and so forth. You can delay the process, you can move subscribers out. I mean, there's a couple of cool things that I'm blown away by what ConvertKit can do here, man. Like, this is far out phenomenal. So I'm going to leave it just like this, just for this purpose. So let me run this down to you again. So now you have the name here of your visual automation. You can change it by clicking on the pencil. You created the form. Now we have it here. You have the tag that you're naming them as prospects once they come in the form. You're going to get the email autoresponder going already. The sequence is going to start to jump right away. You could delay this. Like I said, you could delay this just by interrupting it right here. And let's say you want to delay this not for days, but maybe hours, maybe 1 hour later. So let me put that action into play. So this is what it will look like. They get tagged and they're getting held here. That's what happens. They're getting held right in here for about an hour. Once the hour is complete, then you'll see currently the amount of subscribers being held for an hour. And then when that hour is completed, they'll switch right here and then they'll get shifted right down to the email setup 1. And they'll be currently right here. When this sequence is done, they'll show here as completed. All right, so subscribers completed, and now they're getting here split. So they come in here. Okay, did anybody purchase? No, they go here. Yes, they go here. See, so they get split. And like I said, you come here and set another email sequence and then do the same formula, break it down like this. You can keep going on and on. So this actually is like one visualization that can go on and on and on if you do it right, you know, putting the pieces to the puzzle the correct way. Now, when you want this to be live, then you got to come over here, turn it on, and now your session is live. Now, let me show you a couple of things that you can do here. To get people to this landing page, you already saw, to this form, excuse me, you would come here to forms. Let's give it a quick minute here. You will go to forms and then get the share link from here for this form, and they'll go, I'm going to reload this a little bit. So you come here to forms, and here, the new form here, you hit that. I hope you guys are getting this. I hope I'm not going too fast. I hope I'm able to explain how you can move around. ConvertKit is very easy, very simple. You just got to be familiar with the tools. So you come here, you go to embed. Okay, if you're using JavaScript for a website or a web page or something like that, or you need HTML codes, this is it right here. If you needed to share it like to a friend, you would copy this right here, or Facebook or whatever. You just copy that. I wouldn't give this URL like this. I would cloak it. What I mean by cloaking it is this. I go to Click Magic. Okay, and I will create a new link. I will put that URL right here. I'll give it a link name and link ID right behind your tracker. So basically, for an example, back here. Let me see what I can do. Okay, these are all click. My thing is that you can. Okay, so okay, so for example, this one right here. This is one that I created, and I haven't really done too much of it or promoting or anything like that. But there's other ones that I promoted. Like this one here from the challenge, and high conversion rates, 150, 646 clicks. And that's because I ran some campaigns. So. But this is like, so new ConvertKit, I mean, you name it, whatever you want. And the tracking link, you'll put some information right here as an ID. So when you give that, see the ID is right up here. It says Proform. And this, see, this is the URL that you get from ConvertKit. You don't want to use that. You want to cloak it. Cloaking it is really using a tracker. And you can be able to keep track how many clicks you get, so forth. So go back here. So this is where you would get to share this for the form. Now, let me go back to where we were at and explain something to you guys. Now, up in Visual Automation. Okay, when you're here in automation, this is your setup right here. So the more visual automations you create, they'll be here, here, and all the way through. And let me just show you what that looks like. What automation, I have a lot of them because I've done a lot of work. I work late nights, sleep. I don't even sleep now. I take like naps. But you see, I have a entrepreneur coaching, 21 email marketing hacks, 4%. I mean, I have a whole bunch of ClickFunnels, Profile Life, 4%, webinars, non-buyer follow-ups, tax selections. I mean, I have, and it's different. You see how this is a little more technical. This might be good for a class one day, and I can show you how to really use this here. This 3 landing thing. I got 3 different tags right across, and they just break down to email sequences, and then I have them split to what's going on. Evergreen newsletter and stuff like that, 4%. But you see how I have my automation of the 4%. I got a form, a tag. I got a delay for an hour. Let me just go into that real quick. I have a delay for an hour, and then I have my email sequence going out. So here's my form, for example. See, I have one subscriber. Right? So he went in through this one. He was here for an hour. He was completed right here. Sequence 1. He's still going through sequence 1. He's not completed yet. Okay. When he completes, he'll be in here. And then if he bought anything, he'll go here. If he didn't, he'll stay right here. Now, you see how I have sequence 1? It's over 30-something emails there. Then you can break it down. Did he buy? Yes. I don't have anything here engaging because he bought, so I can target him through another tag, which is he's on my team. And I just communicate him on a different level. So that's how I do that. Now, for people who didn't buy and they're still here on the prospect, then I have a sequence 2 email, another 36 emails. Okay, going out totally different, not the same replica of sequence 1. So it's like 60 emails, different content, all in all. You know? And then I have it break it down again, if they buy or they didn't buy, and then the end of automation right there for that. I just wanted to show you that. But I just wanted to show you how it's possible that you can, create your automations, and this is what it can look like when you start to create, all these automations, right? I hope that helps you. I hope this really helps you out because when you're starting, it looks like this, plain blank. You don't even know where to go. You listen to some of the, tutorials, but they're small, they're brief, they don't go in as long as I'm taking here to explain this to you guys, and I hope this is helpful. I wish some of these tools, tutorial tools, were as long as this and into detail and breaking it down. They go kind of fast, and you'll see why when you go through tutorials. You'll be like, wow, Al really took some time out to really explain how this is for this and this is for that. So I hope you guys learn from it. And what I wanted to explain to you was, before I cut this off, because on the next session, I'll show you guys broadcasting and stuff like that. But this one, I just wanted to cover the sequence and the automation because they play a part together, and how you can do some things. So now you have this, and let's say, you have a business partner who's, needs a little help and you want to help them out. So when you click on your automation and you wanted to share this whole setup, right? You wanted to share this whole setup here. Everything is encoded to you because everything is linked. You have your, affiliate links encoded through the landing page or the form here. You have everything encoded to you, the pictures, content, the email, the tags, everything is encoded to you because this is your ConvertKit. This is your system, your setup. Your email, every email has those URLs that are hyperlinked, right? Those words that are hyperlinked to a URL. Now, but if you wanted to share this with a friend of yours or a business partner, all you have to do is come right up here to the far right next to live and click that little arrow. Share publicly as a template, okay? This would allow anyone with access to the link to copy this automation and everything within it into their account. So if you used to click that, here is a link to share, okay? So you would copy this link, email your business partner, email your, one of your teammates. So what they're gonna get in their automation is this whole thing. Now, what they have to do from that point on is to go into every one and convert it to their links, change the URLs to their affiliate URL, change the tags to their tags if they feel that this is not fit for them, for their niche or whatever. But it's a whole system that's pretty much all set up. It's pretty laid out. You just got to run traffic to it, so how cool is that? I mean, what other, I know you can share funnels and like click funnels, you can share links to have the same duplicate funnel and stuff like that. And this automation with the email automation here, autoresponder, this is by far, I think, pretty neat, man, on how you can move around and share some cool stuff, Emails already set in, like, it's laid out. The format is laid out here. You just got to follow the template and just do a couple of tweaks. Pretty simple, I think, So let's go back to the automation. So let's say, you can do, let's try to do another one and show you guys something. So if you want to do something short, like I said, remember, you come here to this pencil, change this name here, come here and click on that. If you wanted to just, let's say it is added to a tag, you can use that, create the tag you want, 4% prospects, add the event. So now there's just a tag. You're sending everybody to this tag, this tag, this tag. And from here, you create an email sequence. We're just going to pick email sequence 2, just to show you for demo purposes, stuff like that. But you guys get the picture. You can add it on here. If you wanted to go live with it right away, remember, turn it on. So now this is live. If you wanted to share this, you would click on this icon, make that live, and there's your share code. Okay, so now when you go back out, you should have 2, Visual Automation 2, Visual Automation 1. This is the one that we set up that I just went through with you guys on how to do it. And you guys get the picture. You can keep adding them on here, and the whole page will just build on it, improve on it. You can do so many cool things, man. You got integration, RSS, rules, automation, and there's a whole breakdown. So, guys, thank you for watching. I hope this was able to enlighten you guys on how to build the sequence, set it out, then come over to automation, visual automation, and also build that out and lay out that format and lay out the template for you that can really work on autopilot once you set it up and you have the emails that you saw. I showed you a little bit about mine, my ConvertKit, how I have the visual automation laid out, how I have sequences laid out, how I made these templates for the emails and stuff like that. So thanks again for watching. If you guys can get any help, you can contact me at support@amedina203.com. And I'm looking forward to see you guys in the next video, where I will show you guys how to set up a couple of broadcasts, which is very simple. It'll be a little shorter video, but I just wanted to touch base with you guys and show you guys how this is done. Thanks again. You guys have a great day.